Good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to the course on internal combustion engines and air compressors. Last class we are discussed carburetor and different classifications of carburetors and functions of carburetor and mixing requirements of carburetor. Today we will discuss about that CI engine injection systems. CI engine injection system can also classified into different categories. Before discuss about that CI engine injection systems, I would like to discuss about that SI engine injection system. I can say that three classifications in SI engine injection system. One is single point fuel injection system, another one is multi-point fuel injection system, third one is electronic or electrical controlling unit. Okay, these three are SI engine injection systems. Okay, once again the three classifications. One is single point fuel injection system, another one is multi-point fuel injection system, and the third one is electrical control unit systems. These three are SI engine injection systems. Now today we will discuss about CI engine injection system. This is the main agenda of the session, that CI engine injection system, depending on the engine load and fuel inject in cylinder, based on that engine load, based on that engine speed, you should calculate or you should know about how much percentage of air fuel sent into the in cylinder. This is one important calculation. So it's depending on the load, depending on the fuel, that fuel inject in cylinder. Okay, that before discuss about that injection systems, at least you know that objectives behind in injection system. What are the objectives behind in injection system in CI engines? Here different objectives. Number one is metering the quantity of fuel as demanded by the speed and load of the engine. I already told this point, that how much amount of fuel is supplied or required to burn the energy, that would be depending on or demanded by the speed and load of the engine. Okay, that metering of the quantity of fuel as demanded by the speed and load of the engine. Okay, I already discussed in previous class that 50% of the total pressure developed in cylinder before piston reaches TDC. Remaining 50% of the pressure developed in cylinder, that piston reaches after TDC. Okay, now you imaginary that basic fuel injection system in CI engines have a different parts like pump and fuel supply tank and fuel supply line and piston and cylinder arrangement. Now initially fuel storage in fuel tank, through fuel line that fuel is supplied to that low pressure pump, that pump is secondary pump. Again that low pressure fuel supply to that high pressure pump, little bit pressures increased. With help of these pressures, that fuel is injected through fuel injector nozzle in the cylinder. Now question is that fuel inject started at point A, then that fuel inject stop at point B. For example, you draw the schematic diagram of CI engine including that piston and cylinder arrangement. So this is piston and cylinder arrangement. This is point A, this is point B. What I am saying, that angle in between that A to B, that angle is around 40 to 50 degrees. That fuel injector start before TDC around the 20 to 25 degrees angle. Once fuel inject continuously up to point B, that point B fuel inject stop, that point B indicate that fuel inject stop, that fuel inject supply, that fuel is supplied and stop, that supplying to stop before TDC and after TDC, that angle around 40 to 50 degrees angle. This is the point number 1, that main objective. Then point number 2, distribute the distribute that mated fuel equally among the cylinder for the multi-cylinder engines. That means that fuel distributed, that meter is indicated that fuel distribution range, that distribution fuel equally among the cylinder for the multi-cylinder engines. For example, here you have a 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder or 5-cylinder engines. You are equally distributed that same amount of fuel in individual cylinders. This is the point number 2. Then point number 3, inject the fuel at correct instant this cycle. That means with respect to cycle, that fuel injection is at correct time. Okay, based on the cycle, that fuel injection is correct. Then point number 4, inject the fuel at correct rate. Before point, that fuel injection is instant of that exact time in the cycle. Okay, it may be diesel cycle or dual cycle or 8 standard cycles. In this point, that inject the fuel at correct rate. That means the correct ratio. Should not supply less than the desired value. That means that exact ratio, that fuel is injected, that exact ratio, that correct ratio. Okay, you should not supply less than desired value, or you should not supply that greater than desired value. So that exact ratio means that exact rate, that correct rate means that is stoichiometric rate or stoichiometric ratio. Okay, this is point number 4. Then point number 5, inject the fuel with spray pattern and atomization demanded by the engine. This is very very important point. Once you fuel inject in cylinder with help of nozzle, with help of that spray pattern, the atomization of the fuel is demanded by the engine. That atomization of the fuel means that fuel particles mixing with air, then that fuel particle combined with oxygen, those particles spread into the throughout the cylinder based on that engine load and engine speed. That means that it demanded by the engine means that speed and load. We are considering in speed and loads. With respect to that speed, with respect to this load, that inject fuel with the spray pattern and atomized that fuel droplets spreading into the engine cylinder. Then point number 6, that begin and stop, that fuel injection begin and fuel injection stop, injection supply, ensure about this. This is the very important factor. Where itself that fuel injection start, respect that crank angles, where itself that fuel injection stop. Okay, these 6 points are different objectives in CI engine fuel injection systems. To accomplish these objectives, CI engine injection system shown have the following functional elements. I can say that different functional elements, around 5 functional elements. Element number 1 is that pumping element for the transportation of fuel from fuel tank to in cylinder. Okay, that fuel injector or in cylinder, this is all arrangement including that fuel injector and piston and cylinder arrangement and inlet manifold and exhaust manifolds. This is the whole arrangement in this engine, in CI engines. Have a 5 elements. The 5 elements, number 1 is pumping element. That pumping element is helpful for the transportation of the fuel from tank to in cylinder. Okay, that pumping element is useful, that fuel supply from fuel tank to in cylinder. This is the first element. Then element number 2, metering element to measure and supply the fuel depending on the speed and load. I already told in number of times the point that metering element to measure and supply to the fuel depending on the load and depending on the speed. Sometimes engine you maintain low speed and low loads. At that time you need not to much fuel, high amount of fuel. So it should maintain that quantity of fuel, how much amount of fuel is required at particular time. With the help of that metering elements. That metering elements is indicated that how much pressure you need or how much pressure you need not. At that time, that pressure again connected with back pressure, again connected with that secondary pump. So that is different scenario. Later on I will explain with schematic diagrams. So that metering element is helpful here, indicate or measured the supply of the fuel depending on the load and depending on the speed. Then element number 3, metering control to adjust the rate of metering elements for changes in load and speed of engine. That means before point that metering elements indicate or measured you supply the fuel depending on the speed and depending on the load, but that metering controls and adjust the rate of metering elements for the change in the load and speed. That means you should not supply less than desirable value of the fuel, you should not supply that greater than desired value of the fuel. It should maintain that constant value or desirable value. Okay, this is element number 5. Then element number 3. Then element number 4, distributing element to divide the meter fuel equally among the all cylinders. Here distributing element, the distributing element function is to divide the meter fuel equally among the all cylinders. For example, I considering 4-cylinder engines. The distributing element function is that fuel equally among the all cylinders. That means cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3 and cylinder 4. This is the main function of distributing element. Okay. Now that element number 5, tuning element. The tuning element main objective to adjust the start and stop of the injection. Where itself that injection is start, where itself that injection is stop. The tuning element function is to adjust, to control the start and stop of the fuel injection in cylinder in CI engines. These are the 5 important elements. 2 elements is related to metering and functioning of metering. One element is controlling, another element in distribution system, another element is tuning system. These are the 5 important elements in CI engine fuel injection systems. Now I would like to discuss about the different types of CI engine injection systems. That CI engine injection systems classified into 2 types. One is air injection system, another one is solid injection system. That solid injection system is subclassified into 3 types. That solid injection system subclassified into 3 types. One is common rail injection system, another one individual pump and nozzle injection system, and third one is unit type injection system. These 3 are subclassified into that solid injection systems. Now question is, what is air injection system? What is solid injection system? That air injection system means with help of compressor that fuel is compressed, then that compressed fuel inject into the in cylinder with help of that fuel injector. But nowadays that air injection system is not used. Initially that air injection systems or that CI engine injection systems, it may be CI engine cycles, innovated Dr. Diesel, Dr. R. Diesel initiated the first diesel cycle. Now question is, why nowadays that air injection system is not used? What is the main disadvantage? What is the main problem in this air injection system? It's very basic problem in air injection system. You maintained high pressures, then only that fuel droplets, that fuel inject in cylinder through nozzle. But in air injection system, you want high amount of air, you want much amount of air, you need high capacity compressors. That means size of the compressor is increased. This is the space limited equipment. That's why that air injection system is eliminated. This is one point. Another point is that controlling pressures and velocities. These two are very important. Later on I will explain that controlling pressures and controlling velocities, and that say size and shape of compressors in next lectures. Now we will focus on that solid injection system. That solid injection system classified into three types. One is common rail injection system, another one is individual pump and nozzle injection system, another one is unit type injection system. That solid type injection system, very basic principle, that pump is used, that pump is compress the liquid fuel, then that compressed liquid fuel entering into this nozzle through fuel nozzle, then that fuel is distributed throughout the cylinder. That fuel is injected in cylinder in CI engines. This is the principal working of that solid injection systems. Now classification 1 is common rail injection system. That common rail injection system have a different parts. Note down that parts one by one. Part number 1 is fuel tank, and 2 fuel supply line, 3